So cardio right now is kind of hard for me. I can't really move too much. I think the antibiotics being in my system for so long definitely has me a little bit messed up moving for a little bit of time, and I end up throwing up. So my workouts are a little bit shorter than they normally would be. I don't get to do all the assistant stuff that I normally would do. However, I had to fit that cardio in somewhere. So the way that works out is typically Kona and I getting into fights. Now Kona and I play all kinds of games, but one of our favorite is Mountain Goats. Yep, Mountain Goats. We tend to watch a lot of Planet Earth together, and as you guys know, as Mountain Goats go, they bounce around, they slam in heads together, right? So Kona likes to bounce around, and I like to bounce around, so we go down my basement where there's a big open area, we jump around and we try to smash heads into each other. I never said it was smart, I just said we like to play it, but sometimes, now that Kona is getting bigger, Kona is almost like a full-size normal dog right now, but he still acts like a puppy, and he still has some puppy teeth and some puppy claws. So he actually caught me on the eyelid yesterday and cut me wide open, which was kind of funny when I had to text my friend who was also a doctor and say, so I was playing Mountain Goats with my dog, and does this deserve a trip to the hospital? And thank goodness it wasn't, because I really don't want to go to the hospital anymore this year. I've already had 5 surgeries in the last couple months. I would rather like to stop that very soon if possible. It looks like your ears are squatting.
My ears are squatting?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. What is happening, people? It is Brian Alsruhe, NEVERsate.com, and welcome to the Comeback episode 7. Now, I was so excited about getting this stuff out that I guess I forgot to tape an intro because I cannot find it anywhere. I would have sworn that I did. However, I've been messing up with my camera a lot lately, and I've been hitting the record button thinking that it's starting it, but it's actually stopping it. So I've been getting a lot of footage of the ceiling and the floor. But on this day, I was doing the hands wide Ssb squat. And the reason why you keep your hands wide, you see Andy do it too, except he's doing it to a box and with bands. And he'll explain all that later. But such a brutal movement, guys. If you guys have access to an SSB, definitely throw your hands out wide and try squatting, because nothing in the world makes you feel more like you're going to get folded in half than that. Now, here's Olu. He is doing some rack pulls this day. Really, really good. And then Uncle Nick had some speed pulls slash yoke kind of medley going on, which was actually really impressive to watch, and it looked absolutely exhausting. Woo! It's kind of nice up here. I think I might stay. And here is my set at 430 pounds. Guys, it really isn't bad. All that I really focus on the squat is to make sure that my core is braced as hard as possible. I know my legs will take care of themselves. That's why I can leg press a ton more than I can squat. It's because my core is the weak point. So really all I'm doing is focusing on that brace. All right, so it's my first time squatting since, I honestly couldn't say. It's been a while. Everything feels pretty good, but doing the hands wide on the SSB definitely does make it want to fold you a little bit more, makes it want to staple me, but the plan is that we make it harder now so that it can be better later. And I can absolutely say 100% that this made my squat skyrocket. Everything with SSB has done a ton to help my squat. I cannot recommend that bar enough, even if it is expensive. I'm out of breath. And Rogue needs to catch up on that sponsorship. All right, so between my squats, I was getting some box jumps as well as some ab wheel rollouts. Guys, I do everything in giant step format, and as you guys know, if you've been a fan channel for any amount of time, I always do my pulling motions or the antagonistic muscle group in the same group as the main muscle mover just prior to it. Woo! That's up there, Bill.
That's a record 7.
No, I'm saying when you're standing up there, you're like you're gonna hit your head on the rafters. But I always get asked a question, what is the antagonistic muscle group for your squats and your deadlifts? What do I throw in there? And typically my answer is alive lifts, just because I think it's funny and cheesy. However, I really like to do explosive movements prior to the actual movement that will help prime my body for what it's about to do. So on a squat, I like to do some sort of jumping, because if I can move explosively in the jumping, then it's teaching my body to move explosively with the weight on my back. For deadlift, a lot of times I like to do some sort of swing or hinge or snatch, something that's getting my hips moving as explosively as possible. All right, so I am with the king of making normal things harder. I was talking about me.
You're always with you.
This is the king of making things harder. What are you doing tonight, man?
So I'm doing safety squat bar, box squats.
Yes.
With some pretty heavy band tension.
Very heavy band tension.
About 275 at the top. Instead of holding here, which when you come off the box or out of the hole, you can kind of get that momentum going.
Yeah.
So if you go wide, it's trying to keep you from doing that. It's folding your upper back over, so you gotta be real tight from your hair follicles down to your butt crack. So like Ryan said, just try to make it more difficult.
Dude, and that's exactly why I chose to do the arms wide SSB today. It was a mad science project from him that he brought back from Colorado, training Brian and stuff. So we're just using whatever we can and trying to make things as hard as possible so we can get better. That's what the game's all about.
Yes, sir.
Let's do it. And then here's that medley of nicks that I was talking about. He was doing, I think, 6 or 7 speed reps with 300 and something. And then he would sprint over to the yoke, which made it very easy to try to keep up with you on that, man. Thanks a lot for that, making my cameraman job easy. And then we take off on the yoke at pretty light weights, but guys, this looks absolutely amazingly brutal. This guy puts out more effort pound for pound than just about anyone in the gym day after day. Good. Business Billy.
Should have seen him in his business.
He looks nice. I see him when he leaves his house.
He's pretty.
Believe it or not, I look at Billy when he leaves his house.
What'd you say?
I look at Billy when he leaves his house.
Oh, I would.
I have to.
I'd have binoculars right there and an alarm, so I know when Billy's going to work, I can bring out the binoculars.
All right, so here is my 520 set, which is typically a weight that starts getting serious on the SSB for me. But guys, since I ain't squatting so long, all these weights felt so ridiculously heavy on my back. My legs actually felt pretty good pushing it up, but just the weight on my back felt extremely oppressive and like I was not going to come up. Every time I walked out, there was definitely some questions in my head. Gonna go up to 6 something today. Probably for a single. I'll probably hit one more before that. That was 520 or 530, so I'll probably throw in 25s, hit whatever that is, and then jump in the 6s.
How did it feel on your shoulder holding the bar there?
Not bad. Shoulder feels fine. Shoulder is a little angry from Saturday, but it's really not bad at all.
Because you were contemplating doing Duffalo.
I was contemplating doing Duffalo. However, a smarter man than I told me it'd probably be better to do the SSB. His name was Andy.
I would say 2 words if your channel wasn't censored.
Hey, my 2 words almost made it today. I may have,
What were those 2 words?
I don't know.
Is this censored, like read between the lines? Rabble, 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 rabble. The Home Alone guy.
And then, of course, Olu getting after it, looking ridiculously strong. It is only a matter of time before that dude is pulling somewhere in the 8s to mid-8s, probably this year.
Yeah, I'm telling you the truth, man.
Scoot your big butt over. I gotta sit next to you. 570 pounds on the bar, going for a ride. Did not know if this was gonna end up being my last set. To be honest, though, my posterior chain is kind of linking up really well. You guys can see when I'm standing, it's holding pretty tight. I get pretty loose on the 610 set, and that's not good at all. But the 570 actually went pretty well, and I was very happy with it. All right, so 570 went good for a double. Just talked it over with Andy, and I was thinking about going for 610 and then something heavier. Andy thinks I should try a double 610 because 570 looked pretty easy. So I'm gonna try double 610, which I think is something I've never done with a hands wide SSB. Actually, I know I've never done it, hands wide SSB. I think my best SSB ever is like 660, 670, something like that. But that's with my hands actually on the handles, not out wide. Out wide, it's substantially less. 610, actually I think is my PR. So if I can double my PR, that's good. Better than not doubling your PR. Let's go, Olu! And I know I mentioned every single video, guys, but I am so excited and so blessed to have these guys in my life with me, just working so hard, giving me high fives on the glute ham raise. They make my life so much better when it comes to lifting and getting after it, especially when I don't feel like it. They always build me up. All right, guys, so I am here with Johnny Norris, the owner of Loyal, who just had a shirt release of these Fitish shirts. So what's the idea behind Fitish, man?
I mean, basically everybody likes to work out, but we all like to eat. Basically, we all work out so we can eat.
Yeah, because Saturday shows up.
Yeah, good food like pizza and cake and
Yeah.
ice cream. So we're Fitish.
Fit-ish.
Ish, like kind of fit.
Like everybody, you know, unless you're a psycho.
Like the 2% of the world that is really, really, really fit. That's all they do is work out.
And to be honest, for an average person like you or I, 2% is not going to make or break you. you can eat a little, you can have a donut.
They hate their life.
They hate their life, yeah. If you count the calories in your toothpaste, you need to reconsider your life choices and go fit-ish. Those just got released yesterday, right?
The first, so Sunday.
Sunday.
It was
yesterday.
done.
So, hey, guys, go over to loyalbrand.com where you can see this guy's pretty face. Again, guys, remember, John owns Loyal. I do not own Loyal, but we've been friends forever. So, guys, pick up some of these shirts. They're really awesome. You guys are going to see us working on them a lot. So, thanks, John, for coming out. He's been taking a bunch of pictures, doing a bunch of cool things for us. Loyal always takes care of their people. And, guys, I try to get people to take care of the people who take care of me, and this guy absolutely has. So if you guys got a little extra scratch laying around, you want a cool shirt, and the quality is absolutely amazing. It's even better than the current NEVERsate quality, the quality of NEVERsate shirts that we currently have. If you guys have any of those, these are actually even nicer, so it's really cool. Yeah, thanks, John.
Thank you.
Let's go. All right, and it is game time. So this is my top set of 610 pounds. Like I said earlier, for the hands wide SSB, I believe this is my PR, and it is no longer anymore. So just getting it one time definitely felt pretty good, especially since I haven't squatted in a long time. So basically what's going on here is I'm just going through my cues in my head. I go through very basic cues, just 3 of them, and then I start dropping in. Right here, I'm just thinking, focus on your brace, keep your knees pushed out. Focus on your brace, keep your knees pushed out. The first one went pretty well. I didn't know if I had this one, and when I dropped in, I got forward right there, and it just became a horrendous good morning. But it went. I got all out of shape on that one. Yeah. Oh, that's a good morning PR.
So that's an Uncle Nick squat. That's what that was.
That's a good morning.
When it gets ugly, that means you're copying me.
It's a 610 good morning.
You mean good evening?
Good evening. I do. Anyway, guys, at this point, we're gonna need to start slowing things down because we need to change out our shirts and do a little bit of photo shoot for those new t-shirts that are coming out at the Loyal brand for the fit-ish type of shirts. Like, everyone loves working out, but people like pizza too. So it's fit-ish. Guys, the advertising for it's actually been very, very funny so far. I'm really proud of him and the job that he's doing, and they are super nice shirts. So if you guys do want to pick one up, go over to loyalbrand.com, check that out. So we're getting ready to go do that. Nick, I think, is going to go for a yoke. I think Nick's going for a yoke PR tonight. Are you going for a yoke PR?
Yeah, it's 820.
820's on now.
I've messed up math pretty bad before.
If 820's on now, what's your current PR? That would be more.
That's like over a year ago. I don't ever train for yoke PRs because I don't need to. I'm just doing it because
it's stupid.
I'm an idiot,
Yes.
essentially.
Nothing tears down your central nervous system more than the yoke. Literally nothing.
If this goes, I'm gonna be wrecked for like the next 3 days to a week.
Yeah, so there's something called the Yoke Flu, actually, where you will literally get a fever and be down on your couch with a fever and throwing up for the next like day if you push too hard on the yoke.
I've never thrown up from yoke, but I definitely get the fever.
Some of us throw up easier than others.
I just need to stop looking at me.
Anyway, guys, we're really hoping that he gets it, but we're gonna go do this t-shirt thing. If he does, you guys are definitely gonna see on the video. But until I catch up
with you guys, so get out there, do something amazing with your lives.
Keep working hard.
Keep working hard.
Do something amazing with your lives, keep working hard.
And be nice to each other.
Be nice.
Be nice to each other.
Always be nice.
Oh! What happened to be nice to each other?
That was square.
And we'll catch up with you next time.
That was square.